I'm going to repost slash stitch other content creators who have really great points regarding Prince Harry. Let's start with Ministry of Hacks from the UK.
He's fighting for the armed protection, the right level of protection for him and his family in the UK as a member of the royal family, the King's son, but also as an ex-serviceman that's done 3 tours of Iraq and is a known Al-Qaeda target. It's not a mystery, it's not fake, it's not unknown. Everybody knows that Harry is a target by Al-Qaeda and other international terrorist institutions.
All excellent points. Let's continue.
It absolutely shines a light on Charles and the rest of the royal family for the people that they really are. And if you don't think this royal family is a pantomime and a masquerade where the characters are all bitter, twisted, and nasty people now, you never will.
Those are some deep, undeniable facts. Let's move on to luxury business guru.
And he's been sounding the alarm bell for many, many years now, and people are choosing not to hear that. Instead, they're still hanging on to this, oh my God, he left. He left the country. But they're refusing to look at why he was forced to make that decision.
It's so weird why people took it so personally when Harry left the UK. But if you used your brain, you would know he was protecting his family because he didn't want the same thing that happened to Diana to happen to Meghan. Because the bullying from the British press was absolutely repugnant. And for the royal family to allow it to happen, it reeks of microaggression, unconscious bias, misogynoir, and racism. I'm not about to go through the unfair comparison the press made between Meghan and Kate. We all know they were both treated very differently. And it has been proven true by many sources. Meghan was the scapegoat. But let's continue. This next one is from Esneha Mystery.
So King Charles, the King of England, chooses not to speak to his son because his son wants security for him and his family because of all the threats that they're getting. And people are okay with that. He doesn't deserve it. He left. He's not a royal anymore. But then when Meghan Sussex decides to create boundaries and not speak to her father, who sold his soul to the press and screwed her over, she's a narcissist and she's evil.
Huh? He is her father, and Charles is Harry's father. Those two will never win Father of the Year awards, I can guarantee that. And last but not least, Katie Flyfried.
It's wild how much hatred I have seen for a son who wants to see his father before he dies. But because that son is Prince Harry, nobody can be normal.
It is wild to see how many ugly people are out there. Go follow these content creators, I'll tag them in the captions. Because they help me reinforce my belief in the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan.
Hello, Royal Chronicles family. Welcome back to the channel where we cut through the noise and set the royal record straight. Today, we're diving into why Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex are once again proving they're the most misunderstood and mistreated couple in the royal spotlight. Buckle up, because we've got facts, tea, and some well-deserved side-eye for the haters. Across social media platforms, people around the world are rallying behind Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex, showing overwhelming support and admiration for their courage and resilience. From heartfelt posts on X, formerly Twitter, to thoughtful videos on TikTok and passionate threads on Reddit, supporters are praising the couple for standing up against toxic press narratives and breaking free from a system that tried to silence them. Fans are applauding Harry's determination to protect his family and Meghan Sussex's strength in the face of relentless attacks, calling them a symbol of modern love and bravery. It's been incredibly heartening to see so many voices pushing back against negativity and showing that the Sussexes are not alone. They are backed by a global community that refuses to let hatred drown out compassion and truth. Let's start with the basics. Prince Harry isn't just anyone, he's the King's son, a veteran who served 3 tours in Afghanistan and, oh yes, a top target on Al-Qaeda lists. Yet here we are, watching the UK government and royal family quibble over whether he and his family deserve proper security. You can't make this stuff up. It's like watching a James Bond movie, except the palace thinks Harry should fend off the villains with a butter knife and a stiff upper lip. Now, You'd think the royal family would protect one of their own. But no, King Charles and crew seem more concerned with protecting the crown's reputation than the actual people under it. As one commentator brilliantly put it, if you can't see this royal family as a pantomime of bitter, twisted characters by now, you probably think The Crown is a documentary. But the media circus doesn't stop there. Let's talk about why people lost their minds when Harry left the UK. Seriously, why was it so personal for the British public? Harry didn't just pack up and leave because he fancied a tan in California. He left to protect his family. He watched the press hound his mother, Princess Diana, to her death. Did anyone really expect him to sit back and let history repeat itself with Meghan Sussex? And oh, Meghan Sussex, the scapegoat of the century. The media tore her apart from the moment she stepped onto the royal stage. Let's be real. If Meghan so much as sneezed, there was a Daily Mail headline blaming her for global warming. Meanwhile, Kate Middleton was praised for literally the same things Meghan was slammed for. Anyone pretending they can't see the racism, misogyny and microaggressions at play needs to adjust their crown. Now here's the kicker. Charles won't speak to Harry because Harry wants security for his family. But when Meghan Sussex cuts off her father for selling her out to the press, suddenly she's the narcissist? Come on, people. That's not just a double standard, that's an Olympic-level mental gymnastics routine. If they gave medals for hypocrisy, the British tabloids would be gold medalists. And let's not forget the haters who act like Harry wanting to see his father before he dies is somehow outrageous. Since when did caring about your parent become a crime? Oh, right, since Harry did it. Honestly, the hate this man gets for showing basic human decency is mind-blowing. But don't worry, karma's got excellent aim. Behind all the headlines and clickbait, what's really at stake here is basic human dignity. The royal institution failed Harry and Meghan Sussex. Instead of embracing their modernity and compassion, the monarchy clung to dusty old traditions that left no room for change, empathy or, heaven forbid, emotional honesty. The result? A tragic family breakdown played out on the world stage. Harry and Meghan Sussex didn't leave because they wanted attention. They left because they were desperate for peace. And frankly, who can blame them? When the palace won't protect you and the press is foaming at the mouth to destroy you, you do what anyone would do. You pack your bags, grab your babies, and go somewhere you can breathe. Let's be clear. This isn't just a royal soap opera. This is a story about power, prejudice, and the painful cost of breaking the mould. Harry and Meghan Sussex represent something bigger, a refusal to be bullied into silence, a challenge to an outdated system, and a call for respect that crosses borders. So, to all the armchair critics out there, maybe it's time to put down the pitchforks and take a hard look at why you're so invested in hating a couple you've never met. And to the British press, here's a radical idea. Try reporting the truth instead of manufacturing villains for sport. One of the most powerful parts of Meghan Sussex's legacy is how she's sparked global conversations about race, feminism, and the future of the monarchy. Meghan didn't just marry into the royal family. She brought with her a fresh, modern perspective that challenged centuries of tradition. As a biracial woman, Meghan's experience exposed the undercurrents of racism and bias that still exist within elite institutions, pushing people around the world to confront uncomfortable truths. Her advocacy for women's empowerment, gender equality, and mental health has resonated deeply with younger generations who are looking for more progressive, compassionate leadership. Meghan has become a symbol of resilience and change, forcing the monarchy and its global audience to grapple with questions about diversity, inclusion and relevance in the 21st century. Love her or hate her, Meghan Sussex has left a mark that no one can ignore. To my incredible Royal Chronicles family, if you believe in standing up for what's right, in calling out injustice and in cheering on two people who dare to choose love over duty, hit that subscribe button right now. And if you want to help us keep bringing you the real story behind the headlines, don't forget to send us a super thanks. It helps the channel more than you know. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. What's the most ridiculous anti-Harry or anti-Meghan headline you've seen? Drop it below. And let's have a laugh while we keep standing up for truth. Until next time, keep shining, keep questioning, and keep supporting Harry and Meghan Sussex, the royals rewriting the rules.